Hello, McNeem video. Today we're going to take a look at 4 new Ultra Beasts that got announced. We're going to see here some footage on the Japanese version of Pokemon Go Twitter. As for them, already the event ended. That's mostly going to happen for every region when the event is over. We see here Poiple, I think it's called, and Naganadel in one video, which is very, very cool to see. Like, look at them. It looks so crazy. But yeah, those most likely gonna come. We don't know yet when they're going to come. There's a Poison and Dragon type. You can see here UB Sticky or Stinger. Both of them, we don't know when the date is here. That would be the date when it would come. But this is the same for this boy here. If you didn't know, in the background there might be something moving. Look at the eye there. Yeah, this is not really a wall, I think, but it's a very cool Pokemon that I really liked in the main series games with Stakataka. I think it's called in German or whatever. Is it the same in English as well? I don't know. But we'll see here the final one, which is just like most people on Twitter, a clown. This Pokemon has a special move, which hopefully comes in here, which they kind of tease with this. Blacephalon has access to a special move that is not the end, interesting, that is basically dealing a ton of damage, but also dealing half of your, like basically you lose half of your HP, your maximum HP if you use it, so it's a very risky move to use. But we can take a look at how good those are in the Great League, Ultra League and Master League, because I put all basically in there. I gave them some random moveset that they would learn. I didn't go really in depth for them because like we don't know yet, like literally don't know yet, and they could have everything. So, but these stats are correct. We're going to be able to see a Poiple going to be just a poison type actually. It only learns the dragon typing later on when it evolves into Naganadel. Like it's an actual normal evolution, I think. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can actually breed them either. Can you? No, you cannot. You can just give it as a gift and you can just evolve it once in the main series games as far as I know. But as I teased already, this boy here, it actually has pretty decent stats for being just a random legendary small boy there. But the issue with this Pokemon is it has a very small limited moveset, also like what it can learn. This is basically the best that it can learn, I think. It doesn't really learn a lot of moves, so Poison type would be fine, but like otherwise it's not really that interesting. For Naganadel, you at least would be able to learn Dragon Claw now, and you also have some more options here. I didn't put everything in there. It's very likely that they gave like some fire type coverage because it learns like Fire Blast, Flamethrower, whatever. There's a lot of other options that it can learn as well, so I don't really go in depth, but this would be, for example, one interesting option here. Blacephalon also is basically Chandelure. Like it learns literally the same moves as Chandelure as well. As it has signature move, which is not in the game yet, so I'm not going to put it in there either because we don't know how they would try to translate that. But what it has Incinerate and Shadow Claw. Both of them are available for this Pokemon. You would actually be able to get it to Great League level if you would get it from a quest, which is cool. I think it's the same for Naganadel as well. Yeah, if you get it in a quest, you would actually be able to use it in the Great League, which is hilarious. And for Stakataka, it's the same actually as well, which is cool. This Pokemon has Smackdown. It most likely learns something like Heavy Slam and Rock Blast and something as well. Like Smackdown, I definitely think we're going to get this here. You see here, it's actually very, very bulky in terms of the defense, but sadly the stamina kind of lacks in Pokemon Go. It's a very bulky boy in the main series games as well. The biggest issue for them was basically the typing, because you're double weak to ground, fighting, you have a weakness to a ton of typings here sadly with this typing, which makes it a little bit awkward to use sometimes, but otherwise it was a very cool Pokemon to use back in the day. But let's take a look what they can do in the Great League. And we see here that Stakataka basically would have some more options here with the superpower if it learns in the moveset. If we don't give it here, like I think it will make it significantly worse. For example, a Heavy Slam here, for example, we would see that it would get way worse here as well. Actually, it's still kind of fine because you Smackdown still stuff, which is cool. Very cool Pokemon. It won't be too good. Blacephalon is just too squishy. No matter what moveset you would run, if you also would run the Shadow Claw moveset here, then I don't think it would be way better either. I think it would be mostly a little bit better though, right? Actually, no, it wouldn't even be that much better. Naganadel as well, not really ideal for Great League, but it would be at least available. Poipole as well, not really ideal, but at least it would be available. Going on to the Ultra League, we're going to have everything here again. Poipole would not be able to reach it, but like I still have it in there. This is the maximum IV for Poipole. As we see the Naganadel here having pretty much 115-15 at level 29. It's pretty average. Same here, level 28. They all don't have the greatest what's called like the greatest CP later on either. Like you see here that they're already level 28. Doesn't really say a lot about the CP. Like it says it's a little bit on the lower side there, as we're gonna see in the Master League later on. For the Ultra League, I was hoping that Stakataka would be better, but it doesn't really seem like it. Blacephalon seems to have a pretty okay-ish role as a sweeper in this meta, which would be cool. I think this will be the best Pokemon for this meta as well, from all of them. Naganadel is just too squishy and has a lot of counters as well, so it's not going to be too interesting. So I don't really think that's going to be that great either. I can take a look at the Shadow Claw version real quick as comparison as well, as this will make Blacephalon. Does it make it better? It makes it worse, actually. You kind of want to have the fire damage, I guess, in this meta, because you have like so many Pokemon weak to fire types, fire type damage anyway here, so does make kind of sense, but seems to be not the greatest Pokemon either in any of those leagues here. Let's take a look at the Master League. Of course, Poipole still stays the same at 1800 CP. We see it Naganadel getting to 3587, which is not a lot, and the stats show that it's extremely high attack and nothing else, which doesn't really say that it's a very good Pokemon, to be fair. Doesn't really look too crazy good, sadly. Blacephalon, it's basically the same. You have even more attack and even less bulk, but you also don't really have the stats that, for example, Mewtwo has or like any other legendary Pokemon has, so it's not really that crazy either, sadly. And for Stakataka, we see it's also basically around the same CP range as the other, as yeah, this is here at least way more bulk in there with the defense stat, but we're going to see here, sadly, because of Smackdown itself, I don't think it's going to be too good either. You would be able to hardwall the Alga, I guess, but you also don't really do damage to the Alga. Stakataka actually seems to be the best Pokemon out of them all for this league, as you can farm down a lot of stuff like Gyarados, or there are a lot of fly around that you can actually beat, especially Togekiss. You will be the hardest well for Togekiss. I think you can just farm it all the way down without any issue. Blacephalon doesn't look too good, and Naganadel looks pretty horrible, to be fair, sadly, which I really find sad, because I wish that this one would be good. Like, I want to have a good poison type in this meta, would be very nice. If you would get rid of the Heavy Slam here, and if you would get rid of the Incinerate here, let's see how it change. We will see that Stakataka will lose a ton more matchups. Blacephalon actually would gain a few more, so Blacephalon would be a little bit more usable in this meta, I guess. It's basically just a little bit better version of the, what's it called? The Chandelure. Let's see how Chandelure compares towards it. Let's go for both with the same moveset, basically, because they will learn the same moveset. And we will see here that, I actually didn't look at it yet, we will see that Blacephalon loses a few more matchups than Chandelure, which kind of sucks, to be fair. So I guess Chandelure is still a little bit better than Blacephalon, so it's not really needed to have this Pokemon. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Thanks all for watching. Very cool that we see at least a few new Pokemon teased here, but still, it's still we don't know when they come out. So stay tuned for this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, which is going to be about the Great League version of another Ultra Beast. So stay tuned for this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.